Here comes LA Knight.
The man who brings the excitement level to the max.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
Movie star good looks, charismatic as the day is long, and tough as nails.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to argue the point that LA Knight is one of the most arrogant competitors in NXT history.
I would agree with you, Saxton, but LA Knight has earned that arrogance with big wins over top talent.
Well, now LA Knight is set to dominate all of WWE.
And here's a man, The Miz, who is one of the most accomplished stars in the history of WWE.
Just one of the many reasons why he is the A-lister.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
How can you not be inspired by The Miz's ability to overcome people's petty jealousy? What a moneymaker.
You know what I think? I think The Miz should be studied by astrologists. The guy thinks the earth revolves around him.
Well, I and many others happen to believe the spotlight should stay on Miz for the rest of his WWE career.
The superstars are in the ring. The bell is rung and all the rules are now out the window. This is the no DQ match.
You can tell these superstars have been eagerly awaiting this. They wanted to duke it out in a no-limit situation. So now, if they can think it, they can do it.
Followed up by another to the chest. Brutal stomp to the body.
And, well measured. Uh-oh.
Oh, got a clothesline.
Punch connects.
Counters. This could be an opportunity.
Face first into the snapmare driver.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Will this slip right underneath? And just like that, he's out of the hold.
Big impact to the back of the neck.
No disqualifications has to benefit a certain type of superstar more than others, doesn't it, Corey?
Get off your high horse, Cole. And no disqualifications match benefits the superstar who's smarter, faster, and better. Using the rules to your advantage doesn't make you the villain here.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here. Coming back into the ring, back to the action.
Face first into the chair. Big forearm.
Miz turns it around. A striking blow. DDT! The Miz looking a little startled right now. Makes him pay with a counter. What a boot.
Oh, no, this isn't going to end well. Double stop.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. Into the pay window.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Scores the reversal on Miz. Turns the tide with a knee
see how the referee had to get into position? That was all the difference.
And guys, The Miz is incredulous. He expected to have his hand raised by now, but it didn't happen.
And he said, "You're not getting me with that this time."
This one is headed outside, guys. Reversal. Can they go with the attack?
These two battling to a dead heat with these reversals.
Punching their way out of that one.
Face first off the knee. Into the barricade. Ooh, that hurt.
Oh, man. On the outside. Back suplex onto the barricade.
You can't take much more of this.
There is no way this can go on for much longer.
Heads out, and he has all the time he wants. Power slam.
Good night. Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
And he tosses him back in now.
LA Knight with BFT. Knight about to end this fight.
Is it enough? The cover. Somehow he kicked out.
Do not adjust your TV sets. The A-lister is still in this one. The Miz will absolutely not go gently into the night.
Are we sure that wasn't a 3 count?
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes of the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief that his opponent is still in this. It is unbelievable what these athletes have been put. This could do it! Fights out at 2.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
This is it. This is going to be it.
Crushing finale.
Miz can taste it now.
2. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Where in the world is he getting this from?
His beating heart will not be stopped.
And The Miz is starting to throw a tantrum. He might be getting desperate here, guys. Out of the ring. What's his plan here? Knight denies the attack.
Snapping the neck.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. And we see him take yet another shot to the body. These superstars must be feeding off the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock.
Knight doesn't have any room to recover.
Knight is going to have to dig down deep here.
Forearm after forearm after forearm.
Smash in their face. Brutal stomp to the body. And followed up by another to the chest. Drop kick hits hard, lands harder.
The Miz shifting the match to his pace.
Impressive offense from The Miz.
Tagging this outside.
This could be good.
Knight shows his agility. Ooh!
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action.
He'll head to the ring.
Shot after shot, then slamming their face down.
Boom, right in the button.
The cockiness of LA Knight, not even considering taking this seriously.
Saving us from having to sit through that.
Slips out of the way there. What reflexes?
Getting carried around. Bad spot to be in.
Driven down face first.
What's the plan here? All right, back to it, returning to the ring.
Here it comes. Skull crushing forever. That has got to be the one.
On a shoulder up before 3.
I do not know how they got up from that.
Operating on pure instinct and adrenaline right now.
And The Miz is starting to lose his temper. He might stoop to anything to end this.
He skirts around it.
Neckbreaker.
Does he get it here? No, The Miz is still alive.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get LA Knight kick to the gut. BFT.
Oh, look out, man.
Miz doesn't know where he is.
Your family.
Somehow the Miz was just able to get the shoulder up before 3. Amazing.
All that work, all these big moves, and it still didn't earn the fall. And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
LA Knight.
LA Knight with the BFT. Knight stamping an end to this.
Miz is still in this. You can never count the Miz out.
Though you gotta believe he'll be looking for the kill shot one more time. Man, this place is jumping.
Torturous knee.
Oh, foot just stomping down. And Miz now finding himself on the wrong side of momentum.
Miz needs to rely on his resourcefulness.
Oh, flipping the script on him there.
Shot, Cole. We all thought that was it.
And he heads out of the ring. No countouts, no worries. And he goes into the ring.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh, what impact.
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Does he have it here? He gets the kick out after the 1.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
The Miz is bleeding now. The cockiness of LA Knight, not even considering taking this seriously.
Say goodnight.
That's got to do it. That's got to be it.
2 count. Knee fall.
Can you imagine how much escaping that pin must have cost him?
I can. These are the moments where you really find out how tough you are.
The Miz almost tried to appeal to the official there, but he needs to take that energy and focus on ending this.
Here's a cover. Could be it.
Oh, my God, did you see that?
I thought for sure he was done.
Oh, look at his aggression in the corner.
Yeah, boot right in the jaw.
Now a series of vicious
Stunts.
Ooh.
carefully measured knee drop. Oh! Miz in a very vulnerable position here. LA Knight. Knight about to end this fight. 2.
Oh, he just kicked out.
I was just about to call this one, but somehow The Miz survived.
What's the tally on how many times we thought this match was coming to an end? I can't count anymore. An impressive sequence from LA Knight.
Yeah, Knight's smash mouth style is on display.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch. Into the ring again. I love this.
The Mizzard.
Miz with the in kicks. He's done from another superstar. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
Oh, he's out at 2.
As close to 3 as you can possibly get without the bell ringing.
This one is headed outside, guys.
Oh, man, he grabbed the kendo stick. Everyone needs to watch out now.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
Kendo stick to the skull. That moves out of the way. Breaker. Into the cover.
No, stops the count at 2.
How in the world did he kick out?
LA Knight.
LA Knight with the BFT.
I think that finally closes the book.
Kicks out, just kicked out.
And with that kick out, The Miz is really making himself a thorn. Just look at his opponent's surprise.
And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move. Neck breaker. Outside the ring now. He has no need to rush.
LA Knight reminding the WWE Universe whose game it is.
And he saw that coming from Knight.
Trying to debilitate the capability to stand. Oh, that was just malicious.
It's disrespectful.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Just getting all twisted up.
Well, this won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent.
How do you get out of this? Oh, look at that. What a great counter.
Oh, he went low. The humanity.
Producing a trampling.
Shot after shot, then slamming their face down.
Tagged with a punch.
Set him up here.
Up in the suplex.
Oh, no.
Neck breaker. Saw that one coming. I don't know what they're looking for here.
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it. Ooh.
Hard landing.
You can see the dismay on the face of The Miz.
Yeah, Miz is having trouble fighting back.
Good measure. Oh, man, right across the chest. There are a lot of ways this can go.
Hold on. Is he thinking of the submission here?
Stunning display of power.
This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
Iron Shot doing whatever he can, and it works.
Great counter by The Miz. Face first off the knee. These superstars are showing no concern for their own well-being. All that matters to them right now is doing as much damage to one another as possible. Forearm after forearm after forearm. Teeing off.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Plenty of ways to get creative. Up on the entrance area.
Also plenty of ways to get yourself seriously hurt.
Crank in the head.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Facing off at the top of the ramp.
I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to hurt.
Oh, and then the chest as well.
Relentless offense courtesy of The Miz.
Miz is doing whatever he wants because he has the ability to do so.
Oh, man, so many things can go wrong now.
Contact to the back of the neck.
As we can only see, it's only getting worse by the second, Michael. Ooh, that knee knocking the wind out of him.
Bam, what a slap.
He's heading back to the ring.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
Knight giving the WWE Universe the chance to really appreciate him.
Down on the chest.
Uh-oh, clearing up the announce table.
This is about to go from bad to worse.
This is not going to be pretty.
I don't want to see this happen.
Great reversal.
Kendo stick wrapped around the head. He grew tired of his smug attitude.
Wow, what a strike to the back.
Power slam. Everyone get out of the way. These two are abandoning all restraints.
Knight giving the WWE Universe the chance to really appreciate him.
The cockiness of LA Knight, not even considering taking this seriously.
Piercing elbow drop.
Targeting the chest, very effective.
Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Submission is in. Leg getting contorted. I'm going to tap out here.
Firing shots, doing whatever he can, and it works.
Driven into the barricade.
Oh no, what could this be?
Oh, don't do this.
Hung up in the barricade. In a big boot.
Kick by the Miz. DDT.
Weapon in hand saying, I'm up in the ante.
Had Miz's playbook scouted. Set up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done. DDT. Sidewalk slam.
Delivered into the barricade.
Vicious Russian leg sweep.
Right into the barricade.
Here's the torture rack.
Racked up, not finished yet.
Heartbreaker.
Enabled to counter.
Just like The Miz to unnecessarily gloat.
No, I can't see what you're complaining about, Saxton. I'm blinded by the Miz's star power.
Catches a punch. Boom! Shot after shot.
Ruthless striking.
And Knight's firmly in command.
Attack after attack from a determined LA Knight.
Caught with a punch.
Neck is trapped.
Suplex.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks.
Ooh, hello. On the outside. Back suplex onto the barricade.
The Miz just getting beat down.
Not looking so awesome for Miz here. Uh-oh. Punch to the stomach and stopped in their tracks. Kick by the Miz. DDT.
There's the backbreaker, neckbreaker.
Eat defeat.
Face first off the knee. Great defense by Knight. He turns it around.
Here it comes. Side effect.
Solid contact from the Miz. Momentum is shifted towards the Miz.
A killer instinct from Miz shining through.
Knight caught by surprise.
Seeing an answer for every move attempted. Face first into the snapmare driver.
Oh, man, the neck breaker. Eat defeat. Bang! Vicious boot.
Brutal stomp to the body.
And then the chest as well.
Knight doesn't have any room to recover.
Knight is going to have to dig down deep here.
The Mizzard.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Miz has him measured up.
Miz from behind, hook.
Crushing finale.
The Miz had it measured. Two.
He stays alive. He stays alive.
Not about to go quietly into the night.
That took some serious endurance, I'll give you that.
The Miz is beside himself. He thought that was it.
The Miz has it hooked. Skull-crushing finale.
So much brutality with that move tonight.
Kick out. I don't believe it.
Wow, looks like this book has a couple more chapters in it.
We might be seeing a whole saga written tonight.
And the Miz is starting to throw a tantrum. He might be getting desperate here, guys. Good timing with that reversal. Set him up. Russian leg sweep. And this is the visual evidence of
LA Knight with BFT.
The Miz just got destroyed. Pin.
finally ends it. And all the bloodshed. Perhaps worth it now. A lot of good action in that one. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, LA Knight.
Just an unbelievable win here after everything that was thrown at them.
Practically an inhuman effort in terms of resilience on display throughout this match. You really have to hand it to them. They earned this victory.